Oh my gosh, my friends, here we are in 2026. We made it to another year and another episode of Tuesday Tea with Evelyn. I have a different cup today. I have my Modern Direct Solo. I've had this for a while. You can see it's been washed a lot. But I have in here today just water. I haven't even had a chance to brew my tea yet. So I'll decide on what I'm going to have. But water is so important for hydration. So I hope that you are hydrating today and that it is going to spark you to do so for the remainder of this year. We are going to take care of ourselves this year. So I want to hear from you. Like, what are your goals this year? What are your goals with your family? What are your personal goals first? So like what is it that you want to do for yourself this year? And being true for yourself. And I don't mean a resolution, not those because they don't even last. Sometimes they don't last 24 hours, you know. So I don't mean a resolution, but what do you want to see improved in your life this year? What do you want to see? What do you want to step into this year? Whether it's a personal goal for yourself, like staying hydrated more often, and I don't even mean like making a big change. So like maybe last year you weren't drinking water or not enough, right? So maybe last year you were only doing maybe you just did a cup of water, 8 ounces of water every day. And we know that's like way below what you need to be. But I'm not saying go from 0 to 100. So I'm not saying, okay, so starting now, you're going to make sure you get your 8 glasses. So if you get one, try to get in two this year, maybe, and I don't even say this year, let's just say the first quarter. If you can do the first quarter, like I'm just going to get two. When I get up in the morning, I'm going to have a cup of water before I have my coffee or whatever it is that you drink first. Or like in that afternoon, I'm going to have a cup of water or I don't want to say before you go to bed. But at least twice. You're gonna find two times, even if that means you need to set a timer on your phone so that you are alerted. When that alarm goes off, oh, I need to sip some water. So maybe that's your goal for right now, for this quarter too. And then the next quarter, add on another, and then another, and then just keep growing until by the end of the year, maybe you'll be doing your eight cups. So it's never about trying to make drastic changes in our lives, just little shifts that is sustainable. Because we say, oh, okay, let's go for 8 cups and you've only been drinking one. That's not sustainable. It's just not going to work. So when you think about the goals that you want, think about the little things. So if you're like me and you love chocolate, like and honestly, I don't eat as much chocolate as I think a lot of people think I do. I really don't. I definitely have scaled down on how much chocolate I had, especially how much cheese candy. I mean, I've really probably had over the whole course of the year. I'm gonna be generous to say that I've had 10 pieces over the whole course of the year. And I don't even think I've had that many, not even that many pieces of Seeps candy out of a whole year. That's really good. So no, I am a chocolate lover. Yeah, I will have my hot chocolate. I I will, I love my chocolate. And I make sure that I do it healthy, in healthy manner. I'm not gonna overindulge and I go for the dark chocolate as much as possible. Pretty much always go for the dark chocolate because it's healthier for me. So, and maybe your goal is to eat more fish. Did you know how important that is? Like especially salmon. The omega oils in there, the omega-3 is so good for your health. So maybe it's like this year I'm going to take care of my health more. Maybe this year I'm going to sleep more. So maybe you're only getting like 6 hours of sleep and people tell me I do 6 hours. And it's not really it feels sustainable at the time, but down the road, it could be not so good for you. So maybe it's like, okay, I'm going to start off getting 6.5 hours. I'm going to, and then build up to the 7 hours and then to the 8. So again, not like drastic changes. And then what can you do? So when we make these changes, it's like, what are we going to do to make sure it happens? Because anyone can say, this is what I'm going to do, but you got to have a plan. So you have a plan for any of the goals that you have. And so besides your personal life, um, what about other people? And that goes to personal because the community with other people is so healthy for you to age well. It really is. So, like, what are your plans? So you can say easily, I'm going to see my friends more often. Okay, but what does that look like? How intentional are you going to be? Is it going to be, well, I'm going to make sure that I maybe you mark on your calendar, this is a day I have free. Who is going to be available that day for a tea day, a coffee day? So just little shifts. What do you want to do with your family? And they may not be anywhere near you, but what can you do for make those connections a little bit more? So whatever your goals are, what if it's exercising, how are you going to get more steps in? For me, exercising, it works better when I am doing something that I love and it's really fun. So I have two YouTube trainers that I follow, and I just truly enjoy it. So that's why it's easy for me to keep it going on a regular basis because I love what I do. So if I had to go to the gym every day, I probably wouldn't be doing that. And if I had to go out all the time away from my home to exercise, it would not be sustainable for me. So I would love to say, I'm going to go walk the beach, you know, 3, 4 times a week. And that's not sustainable for my lifestyle. I get there when I get there. I try to make it as often as I can. And I really was hoping I would have gone the last couple of weeks, but it rained on me so much. So this year, I just want you to think about like, what are some of the goals that you want to do? How do you want to take care of yourself? How do you want to age well? So the little things, the little shifts, not big major changes, just little shifts now that's going to make a big difference later because they all compound together to give you that lifestyle that you want in the end. But in the meantime, even in the present, it's helping you. So I love that. I love the fact that we can take charge of some parts of our life. I mean, things happen. That happens. But for the most part, we can do things to take care of ourselves and to take care of our loved ones, to take care of our friends, and do some things in enjoyment. So this week, if you have a moment, so I won't even say today because I don't know what your day looks like. I don't know what's already planned, but this week, before we get back together for our next Tuesday tea with Evelyn, kind of think about like what are some little shifts that you can do in your life and just little things that's going to help you feel great now, but also help you to age well tomorrow. Now, you can also, as part of that is the wellness for you or taking care of your skin. I mean, this is a great time to just like hit that reset button and calm yourself and reflect on some things and take care of yourself. So, maybe there's some gaps in your lifestyle that you want to fill. Again, it doesn't have to be major things. Maybe it's like 1 or 2 little things that you need. Why don't you take my skincare quiz and my wellness quiz? And that will give you an idea of where you might want to head into this year to focus on some little shifts in your life. And maybe it's sleep. Maybe sleeping has been an issue and you want to conquer that this year. Well, I do have a sleep course digitally. So you just go to my Purple Essence by Evelyn website and the sleep course is there. So you can you can purchase it. It's a $7 course. I mean, really $7 to get your sleep on for the whole year is an amazing deal. Maybe you want to get some tips on a regular basis from me about how to age well. Well, you might want to subscribe to um, my email list. So every Tuesday, you will get an email from me with tips on how to take care of yourself. So it's not, so this year, as we're shifting into 2026, living our life with grace, confidence, and purpose, it's just little shifts that we can do that's going to make a big difference now and later. So, again, tell me what you're sipping. I have my water, but I'm getting ready to get some tea as well. So let me know, what are you sipping and what are some shifts that you want to do? But again, go ahead and do the quizzes and find out where we can fill in any gaps that you may have. And also be sure that you subscribe to the email list so that you get all the things that is available. Plus, when I have special sales, it only goes out to the email list. So you want to check that out. And of course, if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, that's an easy thing. Just push the button right now, the little red button you see that says subscribe. And then that's a really quick and easy shift so that you get to see me every Tuesday and even more. And we get to hang out together for 2026. So welcome to 2026 and starting a new focus for the year for yourself. I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.